All right, you've been working out hard, you're going on vacation or traveling, and you don't want to lose the strength and the gains that you have made. I've got a quick workout that uses only loops and stays off the ground because sometimes those floors can be a bit icky. Because we're going to be working different sizes of muscles, you'll probably want to have a handful around. I have a light, a medium, and a heavy. It's a quick moving workout with 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of transition, and we're going to stack on top. So we'll do move 1, then we'll do move 2 and 1, 3, 2, 1, etc. for a total of 6 moves. Remember, you can always pause if you need a little more time to adjust. Let's start with a really quick warm up because at our age, we cannot just jump in and go without getting hurt or feeling the effects of that. So take a nice deep breath in and exhale. We'll do 2 more of those in and exhale, 1 more in. As you exhale, bring your elbows down to shoulder height and we'll round that back in and open up nice and wide. We're going to do 5 of these. This is 2 and open, 3. Give yourself a smile for showing up today. 4 and 5. Okay, stand on 1 foot, grab something if you need a little balance, and we're just going to do some dynamic kicks. Nice and gentle. We're not here for the rockettes, all right? Not too high. Just get those legs moving, get the muscle and the blood flowing, the muscle warmed up and the blood flowing. Okay, switch legs, shifting over to your other side, up and back. And remember, our different sides of our body have different stories. You may have more flexibility on one side than the other. That is normal. That is okay, and always something that we can work for. Okay, let's take some arms out. Do about 10 circles forward and reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. I hope I counted right there. Okay, we're going to grab your heavier loop. If you have several options, place that on the arches of your feet. And from here, bend your knees, straighten your back, press your hands in, and we're going to come up and then hinging forward. So this is simulating an RDL. This gets our lower posterior chain. And a couple things I want you to think about. As you go back, I want your tailbone going up. I want your hands pressing in to engage your lats. When your lats are engaged, your back will stay straight. Also, squeeze those glutes as you come up. We've got 1 more. Release. Grab your probably medium loop. You may need to adjust as we go through. If so, that's okay. I'm going to have you take that loop, put it through the palms of your hands right at shoulder height. And from here, we're going to pull back with our elbows at shoulder height and come back and release. When you come back, you're not fully releasing. I still want that band taut. So we're not having a lot of looseness in between. You are getting a lot of time under tension, and we're also getting some nice pulling action. As you pull back, squeeze those shoulder blades. Watch your wrists. Sometimes they have a tendency to pop up or pop down. We want those nice and neutral. Elbows back. 1 more here. And because we're stacking, we're going to go back to those loop RDLs. Loop around the arches of your feet. Bend your knees, hands back, engage your core, and come up. So hinging and up. Squeeze those glutes as you come all the way up. The other thing that I will often see is people stopping here. So I want that full extension to completely release your hip flexor on the front. Keep pulling that core in. We've got 2 more of these. Release. Going on to the 3rd one. Okay, we've got alternating reverse lunges or a loop walk. The loop walk will be on the side, so you can watch that if knees are not in the cards for you or squats and lunges are not in the cards. We're going to go, this is without the loops. I don't know that we have the length in the loops to do that with your reverse lunges, but you absolutely do with a loop walk. You will see me doing loop walks around my ankles. You can also do those around your knees. whatever works for you. With those lunges, how deep can you go? And yes, we are alternating. Okay, here we go. Stacking back to where we're going, grab that medium loop for the two-handed pullback. Through your palms of your hands, right at shoulder level, and pulling back, release. Sometimes I'll start to see this and then flopping around. Nice and tight the whole time. If you want to challenge yourself, bring your feet closer together, or you can even come up on one foot for a couple reps and then switch. But I don't want you to challenge your balance so much that you're losing the intent of the movement. And the intent of the movement is getting a good pull in. So focus on that pull first. Last one. Grab that heavier loop and we're going back to those RDLs. All right. Okay, grabbing it, hands back and coming up, releasing. As you probably know, and you're aware, our legs often have a lot of strength in them because they are bigger, larger muscles. Of course, everybody's natural musculature and natural strength varies. When I did group fitness, I was always known as the leg lady. So I have a tendency to really lean into squats and lunges and RDLs and all of that kind of stuff. But these are so good because sometimes women tend to be quad heavy. All right, next up, I'm going to get my light one because I kind of have a shoulder issue I'm working around. And we're going to take our right hand, I'm mirroring you, and pulling up and then coming back down. Again, when you're coming back down, I want that tight or taut, not loose. And a couple other things to watch. I'm going to turn here so you can see my hand. Watch your wrist. We don't want it popping up. So we're also strengthening our wrist, which is a vulnerable area. As we get older, we fall, we can break our wrist. So we want to strengthen all the small little muscles that go around our wrist area and support that. Okay, reverse. Now, we only did our right side. We're going to do our left when we repeat that, but first we got to stack it up. So we're going to go to those lunges again. Don't worry, we're going to be mostly even. You're going to do one more than the other, but you can make up for it if you want to. Okay, let's go with those alternating reverse lunges or your loop walks, whichever one you want. Trying to keep that knee steady as you go back. That knee is staying, your feet's coming here and your weight's going back. So your toe isn't going too far. Your knee isn't going too far over your toe. Trying to keep that knee as stable as possible. One more. Okay, grab that medium loop. And since we've done these a few times, I'm going to talk about the reverse lunges that we did here in just a second. So let's get ourselves set up. Where do you want your feet? Where do you want your balance? Pull that back. When you do those reverse lunges, if you feel highly unstable or you see your knee wobbling around a lot, my recommendation is to do those loop walks. Why? Because the loop walks are going to be strengthening your gluteus medius, which is that outside muscle on your hip, and that is what helps support your knee. So strengthen that up, and you're actually going to find more stability in your lunges. So always go with your best form possible. All right, we've got another RDL. Here we go. Around the arches of your feet. Squatting down, two hands, pressing back, engaging those lats, and up. When everything comes up, I want you pulling that belly button back and squeezing your glutes. So you're kind of tightening things from the front and the back. Sadly, you only have one more of these when we go through, when we do our final stack. Okay, one more hinge and take that up. Moving over to our lighter loop. Now again, I need to go lighter because I'm working with a shoulder issue. You need to do whatever works for you. So if you're feeling super strong with these, go for it and move up. Let's go. Coming up and back. Taking that supporting hand with that straight arm away from your other hand when you come down as much as you can to keep that taut. That's the goal. Also, remember the goal is having those neutral wrists. So we're not letting that come up and we're not bending that hand down. Everything is nice and neutral. If you were ever around Spirit Squad, cheerleaders, any of that, they call them broken wrists. Mine were broken a lot. Okay, there's that. Now we're gonna go back down. So we're gonna do the other side. Easy transition. Keeping that in between your hands, arms apart. Let's go ahead and roll those shoulders back. It's always good to do a form check and taking it up and back down. You can even, if you want, do different resistance loops on different sides for these if that works for you. It's all in terms of what your body is needing today. Just meet it where it is. You're here, you're showing up, you're getting a quick workout in. That's a win no matter what, all right? I want you to be happy for yourself. I have a friend who tells me I don't support my wins or don't celebrate my wins enough. Release there, good job. We're gonna go back to those reverse lunges. Let's roll those shoulders back. And remember what I was saying about the wobbly knee. So if you need to do those loop walks, then absolutely do those. And you will work into, let's go with those lunges, you will work into getting nice, strong lunges. How far down can your knee go? Maybe we want to get it so that it's kissing the ground. Maybe for you, it's just halfway there. What's right for you? Lots of lunges here. All right, or loop walks. Loop walks are so good. They get those glute meads right here. Last one here. Nice work. Grab your medium band. We're going to do that 2-armed pullback. Through your hands. Okay, let's go ahead and pull that back. Elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades as you pull it back. You want to add a little balance here. I'll do it for about 3 reps here, and then we'll go to the other side. Balance is optional. Let's do the other side. Squeezing the shoulder blades. Primary movement, intent of the movement is the shoulder blades. I'm going to take my feet back down. You keep doing what you want to be doing. One more here. Release. Let's grab that heavy loop. You know what to do. You know the drill. Going down with your feet around, or with the loop around your feet. Okay, bend your knees. You don't need me to guide you. Hey, this is a good opportunity to tell you if you enjoy these types of workouts, especially with the split screen and the options, then you may enjoy my online course called Strong and Vibrant at Home. And I designed it for women in perimenopause and beyond who say, I know I need to strength train as I get older and I don't know what to do and I don't want to go to the gym and I don't have a lot of equipment and I can't hire a personal trainer. So if that is you, this is a 7-week course. Release here. All right, you guys, we ready? We're going to do one more thing. I want you to take that loop, that heavy loop around, and we're going to put it above your knee, not on your knee. We're going to squat down, step over to the right, bring it together, come up. Again, down, over to the left, bring it together, and up, down. Now, if you're not working here, then you can see on the other side, we're doing some banded glute bridges. So that's your other option. If you want more challenge, then stay here. Stay here. Otherwise, come up. Last one of these. Okay. All right, release those. Get your light loop. And I just realized that I inadvertently misled you. And I'm so sorry because I said we were only doing one more RDL. In fact, we are doing 2. Okay, we're going to go either arm up. I'm switching it up just for grins. Pulling that up. Doing a little single arm upright row. Watch the lower, your supporting hand with that wrist. Don't let it pop up. Hold it steady. That's part of your work. Strengthening those wrists. One more here. keep that handy, shake it out. We're just taking a quick break and we're gonna go to the other side. We are in our final stack. We have stacked all of them. Let's go, taking that up and release. Remember, you wanna try and keep that taut as your hand goes down. Elbow up and down. Your core is moderately engaged, just like if you were on a rocking boat and you knew that you needed to hold yourself steady and you were kind of just engaging your core slightly just to help stabilize yourself. That's what we're doing here pretty much anytime we're doing most movements. One more, release. Okay, we're gonna go to those reverse lunges or loop walks, you choose. What do you wanna do this time? You know, you can flip flop and do either or both and, your choice. Let's go. Taking it back and up. You get to decide what works right for you. Like I said, I'm just proud of you for showing up. You know, sometimes we have a tendency to think like, oh gosh, we got to get a long workout in. We actually don't. The science doesn't support that. I just did a podcast episode on it, so you can go check that out on fitness snacking. So check that out if you want to be convinced that these short little workouts are good for you. Okay, medium loop. Good for our head too, right? Get a little glistening going, get a little endorphins going. Okay, let's pull that back and up. All right, now I'm gonna balance on either leg for 5 reps. So I'm gonna challenge my balance a little bit more and then go to the other side. Okay, switching feet. If you're with me and you're balancing. How are we feeling? Squeeze those shoulder blades. Last pullback. Okay, now, our final hinge, our final RDL. Take that in between the arches of your feet. You know the drill. Hands back, engage your lats, coming up. Slight bend as you go back, tailbone going back and up. I want you to pretend like you are shutting a door with your hips, but not quickly. All right, we're shutting a door very slowly. When do we do that? I don't know. I'm just trying to give you a visual. Okay, 3 more of these and you're done. 2. Last one. Nice work. Release. Come out of there. Good job. Take one foot out in front, hands on your hips. Lean forward so you're getting a nice stretch in your upper hamstring, lower glute. And as you come up, I want you to take that front leg and rotate that around to the back. And then we're going to do that other side. Why? Because if you're traveling, there's a chance that you're sitting a lot, and rotating those legs in your hip joint is so helpful because that's how God designed our body to be, right? So it is good to move the way that we were designed. All right, come up, take that back. I'm out of room here. All right, open up and round out. Open up. Round out. Let's end where we started. Going down, inhaling and exhale. One more in. And great job. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.